Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done a Dio album review, and this actually kind of came as a surprise. I was in a record store, was wandering around, and I stumbled across this lovely set. This contains Dio's first 6 albums, all remastered and all that fun stuff. No bonus materials, it's just the original albums. Very similar to when I did the set for Bad Company and Blue Oyster Cult. This actually reminds me a lot, this boxing here, of Blue Oyster Cult, and I think it was the Blue Oyster Cult box. Anyways, no, Bad Company box. That's what this reminds me of, the Bad Company box. I've already covered Holy Diver. Pretty sure I've covered Holy Diver. I'm positive I've done The Last in Line. I think that was the last Dio album itself I've covered. Which would put us at Sacred Heart as the next album. At the end, I am going to do a full recap of this whole entire thing. But for now, we're just going to move ahead, starting at Sacred Heart. All right. Album opens up with King of Rock and Roll. And for a minute, because I didn't know anything about the Sacred Heart album before I bought it. So for a minute or two, I actually thought I bought a live album or a best of album or a mix album or something. Because, quite a few of the songs on here I knew already. And King of Rock and Roll, I thought there was only a live rendition. Or I didn't know there was only what sounds like a live rendition of it. I like the song King of Rock and Roll. I don't like that it sounds live on here, and I don't like the production on it that they used to make it sound live. Even with this being a remaster, it doesn't sound right. It sounds like a bad 80s recording. And when I say bad 80s recording, I'm talking about a lot of the boots or bonus tracks that have been on a lot of these extra discs that I've covered recently. Ones that were not purposely meant to be recorded, but were recorded anyways, kind of thing. So King of Rock and Roll really kind of throws me off for that reason. And then when you get into the rest of the album honestly sounds like a completely remastered album. It's nice and clear. Levels are up and high, and everything's all, separated, and it sounds beautiful, But King of Rock and Roll, man, it just sounds like a bad live recording. Sacred Heart. This isn't a bad tune. I mean, I know there are definitely going to be there are going to be fans of this. Dio fans especially are going to be fans of the song Sacred Heart, without a doubt. Not a song that does much for me though. Another Lie I had never heard before listening to this album. It's not bad. Yeah, it's kind of it's an album cut. Rock and Roll Children. I love Rock and Roll Children, man. This is a really good tune. Really, really good tune. And because of King of Rock and Roll having that live sound, I was expecting Rock and Roll Children to have that live sound, because anytime I've heard Rock and Roll Children, I'm positive it's been a live version. I think it might come from the fact that I have The Very Beast of Dio, and maybe I've got a live version of that on there. I'd have to go back and double check. But Rock and Roll Children's a great tune, man. Fantastic tune, love it. Hungry for Heaven, that's another one, fantastic tune, and that's a great live tune, man. Hungry for Heaven. It's got that great classic 80s boom, boom going on the drums, man, where that's all you got going for part of the chorus at the end there, and then the rest of it starts to kick back in. It's, oh yeah. Like the Beat of a Heart. It was okay while it was playing. Just Another Day. Enjoyed it while it was playing. Fallen Angels. That was actually a pretty decent tune. And then Shoot Shoot finishes off the album. Compared to Holy Diver, compared to Last in Line, a little bit lesser of an album. Not a lot lesser of an album, but a little bit lesser of an album. You know, like it's... see here. I would probably give this maybe a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, somewhere in there. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see here. Yeah, sorry I'm so quiet there. I'm trying to do the math on this. I'm looking at the track listings on this. And yeah, I'm thinking 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, maybe 6. We'll go 6.5 out of 10. Whereas Holy Diver, I know people are going to be upset that I'm not going to say it's a 10 out of 10, but it's not a 10 out of 10, sorry. You know, but I would say Holy Diver is an 8 out of 10, a solid 8 out of 10. Last in Line, probably a solid 8 out of 10. Maybe a 7 out of 10. And then Sacred Heart, probably about a 6.5. You know, and I think a lot of that is probably because King of Rock and Roll, man. King of Rock and Roll really kind of put me off. It kicks off the album. That's the part that pisses me off the most about that, man. If you're going to fire off the album and get it running right, you know, you're going to put a live song on there. Put a good live track on it, you know? Not this fake live track with bad production. I was just, no. I'm gonna probably do these boom, boom, boom. I might put some vinyls in between just to break it up a little. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't made my mind up yet. But Dream Evil, Lock Up the Wolves, and Strange Highways will be coming up. And they'll be coming up within the next little bit. After that, I think I'll have covered almost all of the Dio albums. I'll have to do a double check. But pretty sure we're pretty close to everything Dio done. Which is kind of impressive because I never thought I'd do everything Dio. In the great world of, you know, the whole Dio versus Ozzy thing, I'm on Team Ozzy. I mean, Dio is much better vocalist. But when I look at the total content of their discographies over all the years and all the albums I've reviewed and everything else like that, you know, I love Dio to pieces, but it's easy to see how he kind of fell off going into the 90s where Ozzy just kind of re-exploded. You know, I don't know. My thoughts, my views, my opinions. Let me know what you think down below. That's what the comment section is for. Tell me what you think down below. On your way down, there's a like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications. If you hit those, I'd appreciate it. A couple links worth checking out. Otherwise, folks, peace, love, take care.